You're learning, ragazzo, but you still shoot like my nonna. It's not that hard. You just take the gun, take the safety off, aim, and bam, shoot. Having a long tongue can help you with a lot of things, but not with revenge. Do you blame the gun? The gun works perfectly, but you can try another one if you prefer. Mine? Whoa, you are really looking forward to getting hit again. Angelo, come listen to this. Questo ragazzo è pazzo. He says to leave him my gun to shoot. If you weren't funny and handsome, I could have sent you to the bottom of the river by now. How? Look, you hold us in very high esteem if you think we were going to trick all the guns in the shooting gallery. But if that's what you want to believe, go ahead and believe it. But answer one question. Why would we do that? Il tuo talento dice tutto. You still have a lot to learn. Time is money, and my patience is running out. So you know, ragazzo, you have to try even harder and stop making excuses. There are many out there who would like to be in your place. It is your responsibility to honor them and take advantage of this opportunity you have been given. Yeah, well, about what you say about forcing yourself, I don't have the same opinion. You could have refused. No one forced you to accept my offer, even though accepting it was the polite option. After what you did, what would have happened if you refused? Probably we would have finished you off. You know too much, and we can't leave loose ends. I honestly don't know why you are complaining so much. You have a roof over your head, food, and you're safe. I'm sure it was much better than your old life. Before you go into debt up to your eyebrows, what did you do? Did you study? Did you work? Did you laze around? Ah, that explains a lot. A petty thief. I think you could have aspired to more. You have ambition, a bit of common sense. And with that pretty face, it wouldn't have been hard for you to pick up anyone. There is something that still intrigues me about you. You are so chaotic, a box of surprises. Nah, more like a bomb. You're hard to predict, and that, to be honest, is something I love. But keep in mind that I'm not the only one around here. As I've told you, there are many who would like to be where you are. Everyone wants to be at the top, to have power. And around here, you're surrounded by people who would cut your head off if it meant moving up a rank. Chi dorme non piglia pesci, ragazzo. It means that whoever does nothing gets nothing. Keep that in mind from now on. Well, I think it's time for me to go. One last thing before I go. Here, you are protected from things outside, but I'm not going to stop anyone inside who wants to kill you, just as I'm not going to punish you if you kill someone in self-defense. Here you are the owner of your actions. Well, ciao bello. I hope you have a good night. Hey, the guys told me you were a bit weird at dinner. Are you sure you're alright? I can call the doctor. He's very good. He managed to remove a bullet from Ricardo's thigh, using only his feet. Yeah, don't ask for details. I just wanted to lighten the mood a bit with a little joke before we got serious. Why? Do you think I'm stupid? You say you don't think so, but what is this? Are you going on a trip? You know what I think? I think you got scared after our conversation at the shooting range and decide to prepare your escape. I honestly believe that this tough guy side of you is nothing more than a mask, and that everything you have told me so far is just a lie. Were you telling the truth? Wow, then I must be the fool. The problem is that my family controls the robbery business, and we know who all the petty thieves are, and we don't know you. It would be a real shame if you kept lying. You have such a pretty face. It would be a waste. So, will you tell me the truth? An inherited debt, huh? Yeah, with triads, it works that way. If the one who has a debt dies, it's inherited by his closest descendant. We are not like that. You've got yourself in a bit of a mess. And what do you really do for a living? Well, that makes more sense. Now, my last question. Why are you playing the tough guy? Bravo, 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 bravissimo. That was wonderful. Congratulations. You don't have to worry, I'll explain. Remember the cafe in the Central Park? That girl who works every afternoon except Saturdays. The guy in the bookshop on the 4th Street. Yeah, the one with the beautiful green facade. Exactly. All friends of yours. Before you told me anything, I already knew everything about you. I know who you were, who your friends are, what you like. I know everything. All that talk before was to test you and push you to want to run away. Why? Because this is what proves that you can be trusted. You've been able to tell me the whole truth. You've opened up that little tough guy heart of yours. But there was something I didn't know. Exacto. I wanted to know why you were playing the tough guy. Being afraid is normal. Everyone is afraid. And it proves that we are still alive. But it's important to control it. Here you don't have to be afraid. I will protect you, and no member of my family will hurt you. They will help you in any way they can. They will teach you to control your fear, to use it to your advantage. We can help you settle your debt and get your life back. But the trust must be mutual. Besides, I can let a pretty face go so easily. So what's your decision?